stamina type Beyblade combo. So before I actually start on showing you guys how to make one, just keep in mind that this video is something you reference off of. So don't take the combos and use it yourself. Just sort of use information I tell you so you can kind of make combos in your head, I guess, if you get what I'm saying. Without further ado, let's get down to doing the video. So first of all, in a normal Beyblade, for example, Storm Capricorn over here, right? So the first thing you want in a Beyblade is a face, or a face bolt. So for a face bolt, most people will use metal faces because they look kind of cool. But if you're using a metal face for a stamina combo, that's a huge no-no. Because one of the characteristics for a stamina type combo is that they're light. So since metal face is way based down, don't use it. So for a face, I'd like to use these faces because, well, they're already printed on, so you don't really have to worry about stickers. So for faces, use normal ones, use normal plastic ones. Those will be the best since they maintain the lightweightedness of a stamina combo. So next up will be the clear wheel. So for clear wheels, it's best to use pretty heavy ones, but you want pretty circular, like these sort of, so it can maintain the weight distribution for a metal wheel. So it should be perfectly divided, I guess, on the metal wheel, so it can maintain a good spin. Also, another characteristic for a good clear wheel is that they're smooth. So you don't want something all jaggedy like the Curvex wheel. You want something smooth like maybe Cancer here, Bull, Aquaria, or Horogium over here. If you find any other smooth ones, you can use that, as long as if they're circular and holds these characteristics. Next up will be the metal wheel. The metal wheel is the most essential part to a stamina combo because it actually gives it the spin, I guess. The top tier combos right now for the metal wheel would be Duo here and Phantom. So Duo and Phantom, just like the clear wheels, because they're perfectly rounded, it maintains a pretty good weight distribution around the wheel, and they're also pretty smooth. So you want a wheel just like that, and hopefully they're light, I guess, so it can maintain the original characteristic of a stamina combo. So use these. Other outclassed stamina combos are Assault over here. It used to be pretty good since it was even, I guess, without this Staircase of Death over here. And it was extremely heavy, so it didn't really last long on the top tier list on the WBO. So that's one of the outclassed phase. These two over here have been outclassed last year, I think, because of the 4D system. So as you can tell on the sides, they're pretty smooth, so use smooth wheels and make sure that they're pretty circular and pretty light, I guess. So yeah, keep that in mind. So just so you know, these are currently the most dominating metal wheels out there right now. So next up will be the track. So for the tracks, the dominating tracks right now would definitely be Boost Disc. It's pretty good because, well, it's Boost Disc. So right here, you don't really need to take anything to reference here. So what you want are probably stuff like this. So most of the good stamina combos would be like high tracks, maybe like 230. Boost Disc is just at 145. 145 here. W 145 here. But sometimes I don't really like to use these extremely tall tracks. I like to use these pretty mid-high tracks like CH120 and T125 here. So you can use whatever track you want. Just make sure that they aren't completely absurd. And hopefully you guys can use that information. And last but not least would be the bottoms. So the bottoms here you want would be bottoms that have almost exactly no friction at all with the stadium floor. So you can use the variations of D-tips. So whatever you do, don't use variations of S-tips like S and Metal Sharp, because they absolutely suck. So don't ever use those. Use D-tips. They have pretty good balance on the stadium floor, and they have no friction, so it can keep that ultimate base spin up pretty long. So you can use D, SD, WD, EWD, EDS, which I don't have, and a couple other D variations. So yeah, that's it for a stamina combo, I guess.